everyone, Jim here. Welcome to my channel. Well, it's September 1st today, and it's time to announce October's reading event, Occult Detective October. Occult Detective October, this will be my third year co-hosting Occult Detective October, and as of the middle of this month, my channel will be 2 years old, so it's a double reason to celebrate. Occult Detective October kind of holds a special place in my heart for that reason. Occult Detective October was created by MJ over at Reading This Life, and we have lots of very esteemed co-hosts. Of course, MJ is the host. We have a new co-host this year, and that's Andrea over at Infinite Text, and we have Bob over at Occult Detective, Debs at Rainer Reads, Gareth at Book Songs and Other Magic. We have Gavin over at Genre Books, Greg at Another Bibliophile Reads, myself, Michael K. Vaughn, Ollie over Criminali, and Roy at Roy Reads Anything. And of course, there's the whole reason we do Occult Detective October is to promote the magazine Occult Detective Quarterly, and that's arranged, created, and edited by Dave Brzseski, and he's kind of an honorary co-host, even though he doesn't have a YouTube channel. And I will put a picture of a couple of the covers up here beside me, and they are available on Amazon and through their own website. So, and I will link all of them down below. So it's quite an esteemed team of co-hosts, and I'm just happy to be involved and to be able to co-host with so many great booktube friends. So, Occult Detective October, the prompts are simple. To read an occult detective fiction, the first week would be to read one pre-1960s, and there's plenty of them to be found. Occult detective stories have been around since the mid to late 1800s onward to today. The second week would be post-1960s. The third week will be to read a diverse character or author. And the fourth week is anything goes, so it's entirely up to you what kind of occult detective story you read for the last week. There's really, surprisingly enough, when you really start to look into it, there is a lot of stories within the occult detective subgenre of mystery. There's modern detectives or investigators. There's pastiche Sherlock Holmes stories where he's basically an occult detective. So it really runs the gamut of supernatural fiction, and it's a lot of fun. Now, I haven't really got my TBR tightened down yet. I really don't know. You know, generally I know what I'm going to read. I have a book on my shelf. It's a Repairman Jack novel called Harbingers, and I've got the first novel in the series on order, and it should be here in a couple of weeks. So those are two that I will definitely be reading. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to follow the prompts. I might just kind of go where my reading takes me. I also wanted to read a John Connolly novel or two, so I might stick with the kind of more modern occult supernatural investigator. And I know I picked up a couple of Dresden File books that I haven't read yet, so that might be where my focus lies during the month of October. But I also have a lot of anthologies with occult detective type stories in them. I'm not sure if I showed this one before, but I've had this book on my shelf for a long time, and I read it years ago. This is called Gaslight Grimoire, and this is where they're called Fantastic Tales of Sherlock Holmes. And in this book, it's a book of short stories. It's an anthology. He meets the likes of Thomas Carnacki and Flaxman Lowe. So this might be a book that I read through the month of October. It's, people regarding Sherlock Holmes and whether it's pastiche Sherlock Holmes or canonical Sherlock Holmes, I know people have their strong beliefs either one side or the other, but I enjoy pastiche Sherlock Holmes. As much as I enjoy the canonical Sherlock Holmes, I can separate the two. And I do really enjoy these pastiche Sherlock Holmes, and especially ones that have a supernatural bent to them. But that's probably one I might be reading. And as I said, Harbingers by F. Paul Wilson. And I'll show the cover of #1 up here beside me. That hopefully will get here in time for Occult Detective October. Come October, I'm sure it will. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick introduction to Occult Detective October. It's a great reading event. It's a lot of fun, and it's very appropriate for October, which is a spooky month, and Occult Detective and supernatural and spooky kind of go hand in hand. So that's going to be a lot of fun, and that's probably the only event I'll be doing in October. I try not to double up events to make things too busy, but it tends to happen. So we'll see if something else comes up for October, but for now, that's what I'll be focusing on in October. And of course, we're in September 1st right now, and it's Sumerian September, and I will be reading a lot of Robert E. Howard this month. And if you watch my last video, you'll see what I'll be focusing on for September. But that's going to be a lot of fun. That's the September and October. That's a couple of really fun, really interesting and engaging months for reading. But that's all I wanted to talk about. I know a few of the co-hosts have their videos up already, so if you go check out their channels, they might be able to tell you a little bit more about Occult Detective October and what's available to you as a reader. But that's all I wanted to talk to you about for now. I just wanted to get the announcement out, and when I tighten down my TBR, I will be doing another video and really showing you what I will be reading for October. And this is exciting. I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope you are too, and I hope you'll join us. So that's it for now. Until next time, take care, enjoy this beautiful weather. I will talk to you soon. Keep reading.